bizarre children. People would die, and we'd be sitting on the stoop outside the emergency room. That shows you how it didn't have the meaning it should have had.
That was third-generation San Franciscan and 100-year-old Alyce Murphy. I'm Jeff, and this is Storied San Francisco. Every week on this podcast, we feature bartenders, business owners, photographers, and other San Franciscans talking about living, working, and doing their thing here. It's a way to get to know your neighbors. Welcome to episode 35, part 1. In this podcast, Alyce and her daughter Joni share stories of Alyce's early years, when she, her dad, and her siblings lived with her grandmother behind St. Luke's Hospital in the Mission. Here's Alyce.
Well, I'm Joni. I'm Alyce's youngest daughter. One of 4. And I don't know, do you want to start with talking about your family and how you ended up living with your grandparents back in the 20s? Would you like to start there, Mom?
That's the start of it all. Well, my mother passed away when I was a child, and my wonderful grandmother moved right in and took us. There were 3 of us. There was a boy and another girl, and she just enfolded us right into her family. And that's who I grew up with, was my grandmother. And she was a lot of fun. She would laugh at everything. My aunt at one time, it used to be so funny because she'd prepare all these things, I think, ahead of time. And she worked for a shoe store down on Mission Street, and they gave the kids balloons when they bought shoes.
Oh, wow.
And she'd bring them home and blow them up, and Grandma would sit on them.
So she had a good sense of humor.
Yeah. She'd wait for the kids would say, Grandma, go sit on the balloons. And she'd blow them up and sit on them, and they'd laugh like hell.
She was a big woman.
Huh?
And she was a big woman.
Oh, yeah, she was a little fatty. She was a 5x5.
Wow.
She was.
And what part of town did you live in?
I lived right behind St. Luke's Hospital down here.
Oh, so still in the Mission district.
I always lived in the Mission.
Yeah, so this would have been the 1920s.
Yeah.
Probably.
I'm trying to think. I think she was given that house because there was an older man, and he didn't have any place to live. I don't know how he got with us, but anyway, he ended up in our house, and my grandmother taking care of him. His mother had asked him, and I think it was he'd never been out with a girl. He was just one of those loners.
So it was the mother's house.
Huh?
His mother gave you guys the house, right?
Yeah, the mother practically said, well, if you take him and, take care of him, well, it would be between them. I never heard the story. But anyway, and then my father and my grandfather were carpenters, so they built him a room downstairs. So he had his own little apartment.
Oh, that's nice. In the same house you lived in?
Yeah, in the same house we were living.
Yeah. How many people lived there?
Well, he lived in the apartment, and in my house there was about 4 or 5 of us.
Yeah. Was your grandfather with your grandmother at the time?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. And was he the carpenter, you said?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's how they got the both of them, my grandmother and grandfather.
Got that house, okay.
My father, well, you know what I mean. And so that's where he... Huh?
I remember you telling me there was an awful lot of people living there.
In my house.
Yes, in your house.
Yeah, in my house.
How many?
Oh, God, I don't know. I can remember Grace my Aunt Grace, she lived there with her boyfriend. She never come out of the room. And my grandmother never said a word, and so nobody else did. So, but we were little kids at the time, so we didn't know anything about that kind of a thing.
Yeah.
We just went along our happy way, came and went.
Yeah.
And as I said, they never came out. It was a funny household.
Did you have a lot of uncles and a lot of other aunts?
Oh yeah,
there?
I had an Uncle Milton, and he had a very pretty wife, and they didn't live there, but they had the one son, and they visited, and then there were 7 in my father's family.
Wow.
So there was an Aunt Irene, an Aunt Loretta, an Aunt Grace.
Well, her father got married, like between 18 and 20, and him and his wife had like 4 kids, and they lost the first one, and then she passed away at 28. So that's why there were just the 3 kids left. And so my mom's father, he was the oldest of, I think, 6 or 7, and he didn't know how to take care of kids. That's why he went back to his parents' house. And there was already like 7 or 8 people living there, and then he brought 3 kids in and himself. So, how many bedrooms were in the house?
In San Jose?
Yeah, how many bedrooms?
Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then my Aunt Irene came out from back east. She was married to a Navy man, and she built a whole room, a whole, like it was a small house. It really was, and then bought the next lot next to us, and then built a room there.
It was pretty small when you were growing up.
Oh yeah, it would. That's where she brought her family. Corner stores were always there. The key store was always there. There's a restaurant down at 29th. There's a...
And Dolores? 29th and Dolores?
No.
Oh.
29th
Church. Okay.
There's most of the stores are still here.
Oh, good.
That were here. There was a barber shop up here on Church Street too. So it hasn't changed that much.
When you were growing up, where did you get your hair cut?
To tell you the truth, I think someone in my family cut it.
At home.
Didn't like that. Didn't do too good at.
I thought you told me they put a bowl on your head and cut your hair.
Oh no, I'm kidding. They wouldn't do that. Barbara Sage's father was he was a barber, and he was in the financial district, so he used to cut our hair. I can remember one time I cut the boys' hair. Well, it was certainly you wouldn't let your kid out. That's how bad it was. And so he just looked at them, and he says, "All right, go on up there." He's talking to the boys. Go on up there, and he cuts their hair, and then he says to Pat, "You might as well go up there too," and he cuts hers. And I thought, oh, thank God, he corrected all my mistakes. I felt terrible. It was a mess.
Alyce, where did you go to grade school? You went to grade school in San Francisco.
Oh yeah, I went up here to St. Paul's.
Oh, to the church. The same church you go to now.
Oh yeah, I always went to church.
Yeah. And how long did you go all the way to high school, or?
I went all the way to high school.
Okay.
and graduated from high school.
Yeah.
And,
Do you remember the Great Depression at all?
Oh, yeah.
Can you share some stories about?
I don't remember too much about it.
That's okay.
I know everything was cut.
Yeah.
You know, we didn't have as many things, and my grandmother and them explained it. But that was it. You went along with whatever was developing.
That was the rations
Yeah.
that you're talking about, with
Practically
bread and milk
yeah.
and that kind of thing.
You had everything was watched.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't you say your grandfather sold apples? Didn't you say your grandfather? I remember you telling me they sold apples because they didn't want any assistance or anything. They sold apples on the street, your grandfather?
Oh, everybody did.
Hmm.
It wasn't not only my grandfather, other people did too. They would buy apples and buy them and sell them on the street corners.
Huh. That's fun. Where did they get the apples from?
Oh, they're from the markets.
Okay.
Yeah. It was a little money for them.
Yeah.
But
Something going backward that I forgot about. We were talking about that your dad was you said he was a manager at Sutro Baths?
he went to the swimming pool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he was a manager of the swimming pool out there.
And so you must have gone there when you were growing up.
We'd go because there used to be a little restaurant right at the bottom floor of the building. And of course, we'd run out. My father would take us out for breakfast, and we'd be in that little that little bitty restaurant. No, I had a nice growing up. I really, and as I said, my grandmother she was always funny. She was.
What about your aunties? You said your aunties used to go out to Playland, to a place called Topsy's, to go dancing when you were a little girl.
Oh, remember that? No, can't remember that.
But do you remember going to Playland?
Oh, yeah. Oh, we always went to Playland.
So yeah, did you like going to Playland when you were younger?
Oh, yeah. We always went to Playland because we, used to throw the things. They had stands, and we'd throw them like that. They had, say, about 20, and it was fun.
Like a game?
You had the balls, and you just throw them, and there were the things at the back standing up, and you see how many you could knock down. Mm-hmm. Yeah, did you go?
I never went. I think it was torn down and long before I came to San Francisco. I missed it.
Oh, you missed something because it was fun.
I bet.
That was a Sunday stunt, and it was fun.
Do you remember how you got there?
Oh, we had a car.
Oh, okay.
We had, in fact, one of these pictures, I think, is our car. Mm-hmm. It's a great big old open leather shields, no windows.
Wow.
And you had to push them on, the buttons. And my father built a bench in the middle of the thing for the kids. And I think it's somewhere around here, there's a picture of it. And all of us would get in this thing. And I think the one we got, Grandma was sitting on the fender and was burning her. She was a funny lady.
Yeah.
She was a good lady, boy. I mean, my mother passed away, and so she just took the kids, and she raised us. Oh, my father was very sharp about things, and on Mother's Day or anything to do with the mothers, he would step in and make us wear a white when we had to wear a white carnation every Mother's Day.
Why white?
Real white.
But why was it white?
The white is for a death thing. It's honoring a death.
Wow.
That was in the 20s, right? But if you had a mother, what color did you wear?
White.
No, you said if your mother passed away, you wore white.
Yeah.
But what color, if you had a mother, what color?
Oh, you didn't wear any. It was just to honor the mother.
Yeah.
They didn't have to honor her. She was there. Yeah. My dad insisted, and so we did.
And then your brother passed away when he was, what, 9?
Yeah, he got his tonsils out, and he got pneumonia. Yeah, that was hard on my father.
Yeah.
He went up to school, and he got the kids in his class. Man, hard for the rest of us too. Got all the kids in his class to be his pallbearers.
Oh, wow.
If you ever want to see anything sad, you see this
Little kids.
a little coffin with 6 little kids.
What did he pass away from?
Pneumonia.
Mm.
He had his tonsils out, and somehow he got pneumonia.
And they didn't have antibiotics then, huh?
I guess not.
Can you tell Jeff about why you have a rib missing?
A rib missing. What have I got? I had pneumonia when I was a baby, and for it to start healing, they had to give it space, so they cut a rib out so it would heal.
So that your lung would heal?
Huh?
So that your lung would have room to heal?
So your lung would have room to
Yeah,
heal?
I guess that was it, yeah.
Yeah.
That was a big one, too. But I will say one thing, it was a good job because it never bothered me.
That's good.
In all those years, it never bothered me.
Yeah.
So they did good work.
Yeah, they did. And
Huh?
Joni, you said later in life her doctors...
Huh?
Yeah, anytime you'd get an x-ray, the doctors would go, what is going on here? You're missing a rib. And then, because it was in the 1920s when they did that, and they were like, whoa, we never heard of that happening before. That's true. Removing a rib so your pneumonia
breakthrough.
would heal. I think you said they were trying to put a drain in to drain your lung or something, and that the rib was in the way, so...
That's what I ended up with.
And you still have a scar there to prove it.
Yeah, I just... I can put my hand in it. You know,
Yeah.
we weren't open to it. So that was one thing that I had sorry about. But... and then on the top floor of the St. Luke's, they had I guess you'd call it a rehabilitation floor.
Okay.
For drinking people.
Mm.
You say that too quickly. No, they had that. And
Did you ever see those people come out?
Huh?
So did you see those people ever come out sober?
Oh yeah.
Oh, good. So it worked.
Oh yeah. That you knew it was there.
Yeah.
And then they had a baby ward
Mm-hmm.
on the Duncan side, and children's ward. Rather.
So they had the 3 stages of life: birth, alcoholism, and death.
Yeah. That's it.
That's all there is.
It was all there. On Saturday nights, we used to walk down Mission. And we had 3 theaters there.
Yes.
And they were always open.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they stayed open quite a long time. And there was it, the El Capitan, which is a garage now,
Mm-hmm.
and the New Mission Theater, and then they had a little one way down by 16th.
Mm-hmm.
So we had a volunteer.
Do you remember any of the movies you saw?
Oh no,
Yeah.
it's too long.
Yeah.
Those kind, they didn't make that much impression on me.
Did you go to any vaudeville shows?
Vaudeville, oh yeah, the El Capitan. the El Capitan was, and there was a dance school on 22nd and Guerrero, a kids dancing school, and they supplied the kids the entertainment at El Capitan
For the theater.
At the theater.
Oh, wow.
And it's very nice.
So Mission Street is where you went to.
It was very active. What they would do on Saturday nights, people would always be walking down there, taking a walk down Mission Street. That was their big kick.
That neighborhood must have still been an Irish neighborhood at the time.
Huh?
It was an Irish neighborhood still.
Oh yeah.
I believe so.
There were a lot of Irish where I lived, a lot of Irish all around. It was very lucrative.
Do you remember any restaurants that you would go out to eat at?
Yeah, in fact, I think it was still there. There was a Spanish one right there at 19th. I think it was 19th. It was a good restaurant. There was another one, McCarthy's Bar. God, that was there forever. Could find my father there. They had the usual, they had the bars and the soda places and things down there. And that was their kick. The people that lived around there, you take a walk down there at night. So we had a lot to keep us busy.
Did you ever go downtown when you were young?
We got on the car.
Was that a big adventure?
Yeah, because at that time, the Emporium. I don't think it's there anymore.
The building is still there.
Is it still there?
The building is, but the Emporium.
Well, anyway, the Emporium had a store down there, and the main aisle was always open. And people on Saturday nights and that, it was open late. So that was an outing for people.
Can you describe the difference between going to Mission Street or going downtown? Can you describe how different that was?
Yeah, Mission Street was homier, busy. There was a lot more than there was downtown. There was more towns stores downtown, like the Emporium, the big ones.
Did you have to dress up to go downtown?
Oh, yeah. No, we dressed up to go to those places, of course. And in downtown, their main street aisle was catered to the people shopping.
Oh, right.
They had a main thing for the normal people.
For the rest of us.
Do you remember any of the names of any of the expensive stores downtown in your day?
Oh, God, I should remember them. The Emporium was one.
Joseph Magnin,
I Magnin was another.
Gumps, the White House. Gumps.
Oh, the White House, yeah. You know them now.
I'm helping you.
Yeah, the White House. What is it?
Your favorite clearly is the Emporium, though.
There was a cheapy one there. Oh, the Emporium. Oh, yeah.
Your favorite.
That was a favorite. The
bargain basement.
The Emporium wasn't
the bargain basement at the Emporium. You liked the bargain basement.
Oh, yeah. The all of the little cheapies.
What about Woolworths?
Yeah.
Over at
Woolworths?
At Powell and Market?
Yeah, there was a big one. There was a big Woolworths right at 5th and Powell.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's a Gap now.
Huh?
It's the Gap now. The Gap, which
That was
started
the
every-
funnest place to go in San Francisco, Woolworths, huh?
Oh, yeah.
They sold everything.
Everything they had for cheap prices,
Mhm.
and more expensive, whatever.
Mhm.
It and like I said, the Emporium had that one aisle down their main store,
Mhm.
and that was another sales spot.
Mhm.
How about Podesta Beldocki's? Remember that?
That flowers.
Podesta Beldocki's at
Oh, yeah.
Christmas?
Yeah, they were. They were there. Beautiful, beautiful flowers. They all seemed to be thriving. They all seemed to be making money.
You'd go to Gump's when we were little. You would take us to the Emporium rooftop rides at the Emporium, and then we would walk over to the White House, and then we would go to Gump's, and then we would go see the tree in the city of Paris.
Yeah.
And Podesta Beldocki's. We'd walk through there to see all the ornaments. Remember all that?
Yeah. We went to all of them.
Fun.
We went to all of them.
Hey, can you tell them about how you used to shell all the shrimp from the bay?
Oh, yeah. We used baby shrimp.
Mhm.
Do you like baby shrimp?
I love all
That
sizes.
you get the cocktails.
Mhm.
Well, we used to go on Sundays across to Hunters Point here and buy a $2 package of baby shrimp, and then we'd sit there. And yeah, did you do that too?
I not.
Per
I do
se.
it sometimes at restaurants,
Uh,
but not a big bag. No.
oh yeah, no.
You crack the heads off and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. We used to do that.
They used to get the bags, all the shrimp, and everybody would sit around for hours shelling the shrimp in the newspaper. Because there was so much shrimp in the bay then. Now
Wow.
there's no shrimp at all anymore.
Yeah, and if there were, I don't think
Yeah,
people would eat
yeah,
it.
it was
You don't want to
polluted,
eat that.
That was a big deal, huh?
Oh yeah,
beer and shelling shrimp.
that was a big deal.
I would do that. That
Oh,
sounds
yeah.
fun.
Well, I told you my father was a manager of what was it I said?
Sutra bath.
Yeah, he was a tour bed, and of course we got to go swimming, and we had, because he was there, and he.
How about the hot house? Do you remember going to the hot house for dinner?
The hot house.
For the enchiladas?
Oh, down the little one. Oh, yeah. They had a little small store on the bottom floor. And all they sold was enchiladas. Oh, we all loved those enchiladas.
Wait, was that at Sutra bath?
Out at the beach house. Out by the beach house. It was more like, how you're going up that hill?
Mm-hmm.
Well, it was right at the bottom of that hill.
Okay.
And
By the Cliff House.
yeah, right. Yeah, it's right. There's a hill that comes down, and right at the bottom of the hill was that hot house.
The hot house.
Would you remember you used to love to go people watching out at Playland?
Oh yeah, we all used to love to go to Playland because you threw stuff. They had these little corner boxes, and you'd go along. It was fun things to do, and you'd throw them and knock these bowling balls down.
Did
Bowling, the
bowling ball.
yeah,
Bowling pin.
pin. Whatever it is. Yep.
And you win a prize?
Oh yeah, and you win a prize if you win them down. So
That sounds fun.
the Sunday was a lot of fun to go there.
We recorded this podcast at Alice's Noe Valley home in May 2018. Music for the podcast is by Joe Begale. Film photography for this episode is by Michelle Kilfeather. There's a gallery of older photos of Alyce up on our website, which is storiedsf.com. To keep up with Storied San Francisco, please like and follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. If you're listening on Apple Podcasts, please rate and review the show. Send your comments and suggestions to storiedsf@gmail.com. Thanks for listening. Check back Thursday when we'll hear stories of Alyce Murphy's family life and various jobs she had in San Francisco.